Good day, YouTubers. Prince Harry throws a spanner in the works with a desperate 11th hour attempt to rewrite the book. Is he trying to rewrite the book or is he trying to stop it? The story on the rewrite is that he's trying to tone down some of the vitriol, some of that hate, in light of the Queen's passing and the outpouring of grief. Just look at how the protester was treated during the Queen's procession. People are in mourning. Harry's afraid that if he goes too hard on Charles, the new king, and Camilla, the new queen consort, that folks might not take too kindly to it, and it could backfire on him. That guy was yelling about Andrew and saying things that maybe a lot of people might even agree with in a different venue at a different time. Harry's in kind of a tough spot. He already took the advance money, $20 million or 17 million pounds. Is it too late? Is the book already at the printer? Is Meghan pushing Harry to publish the memoir? As a narc, I don't think Meghan will stop until she completely destroys Harry. This is called the narcissistic discard, where the narcissist essentially uses up all the value of the victim. Basically, they take everything they can get and then leave the victim devastated. For instance, she could cause Harry to leave his country, cut all ties with all of his friends, alienate his family, give up his prince title, and literally lose everything. But this is just theoretical, allegedly, as they say. Will Charles revoke Harry, Meghan's, and the little prince and princess's titles if this book goes down too hard? Because there's a lot of ways they can do that. I mean, there's no evidence that Archie and Lily are actually from Meghan's body, and I believe that they're not. He would do this in something called slimming down the monarchy. The other big thing happening right now is the new book coming out by Valentine Lowe, Courtiers, Intrigue, Ambition, and the Power Players Behind the House of Windsor. It's set to come out on October 6th, just around the corner, and it's making quite a splash already. Remember the bullying investigation and how the palace decided not to release it? Always kill with a borrowed sword or knife, Sun Tzu says. This is from The Art of War, one of my all-time favorite books. I recommend it. It's always better if someone else makes the allegations or fronts the attack. What are some of the allegations? Meghan Markle threatened to break up with Prince Harry if he didn't release a statement confirming their relationship. Remember the statement? It was crazy, bro. It didn't sound like it even came out of the palace. I'm paraphrasing, but it was basically, stop being racist to Meghan. Prince Harry is dating her. Meghan got at least two things out of this magnificent extortion. Number one, she actually got three. One, she had Harry go on record stating that he was in a relationship with her like 6 months before they were even engaged. Wow. Two, this makes it harder for Harry to break up with her. Three, Meghan got full-time royal security out of this living in Canada. Whoa. Meghan is a master manipulator, and she plays hardball. These are huge red flags, and Harry should have dumped her right then and there. The staff called Meghan a narcissistic sociopath who wanted to be rejected by the royals. Meghan knew that the royals would be judged by how happy Meghan was in the palace. She knew her power was in being a demanding diva who could never be satisfied. How devious is this? Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's team called themselves the Sussex Survivors Club, and royal staff said they acted like teenagers. I'll end with this because there's so much here. I was actually planning to do this video on just this topic alone. One staffer who remains anonymous stated that Meghan and Harry repeatedly upbraided them, in other words, yelled at them, on the phone every 10 minutes on a Friday evening after work while she was at dinner. I think it was a she, sounds like a she. Every 10 minutes, I had to go outside to be screamed at by her and Harry. It was, I can't believe you've done this. You've let me down. What were you thinking? It went on for hours. There was just no escaping them. I find it interesting that it was both Harry and Meghan doing this. I don't think Harry acted like this before Meghan. He did stupid things. He drank a lot. He wore a Nazi uniform. He played naked billiards, but he wasn't a jerk, I don't believe. So the question I have is the palace behind this book? I mean, all the staff is under non-disclosure agreements. Did they allow staff to speak with this writer, Valentine Lowe? And another big question I have is, will video footage of Meghan bullying palace staff surface? That would really seal it. So let's get into it and let's see what the cards want to reveal today. Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. As always, you can find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. So let's get right into it. Is Harry trying to pull the memoir? Okay, because this is really bad timing. I mean, the Queen just died. The love of the royal family has never been higher. I'm not hearing any cries for republic, 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 get rid of the monarchy. I'm not hearing that. So it's still fresh. No one wants to hear it. You saw how they treated the guy who was yelling about Andrew. Nobody wants to hear it. And his book could be coming out at really the wrong time. So is he trying to pull it, or is he just trying to mitigate it? Let's just see. Because I think this is the end of Harry as a prince if he publishes this. So is he trying to pull it? A lot of hard work went into it. Ooh, very emotional. Oh, that's interesting. It's cool here today, so my hands are dry. Coffin. Oh, that could say killing it. Very nasty things. Ooh, okay. So, is Harry trying to kill the book, or just, tone it down a bit? I hate Charles. Okay, and I hate my family, but it's not that bad. Come on. I don't know how he's going to do that. So this says kill it. This says maybe kill it. This says maybe kill it. Let's just read the cards here. Hamster wheel. A lot of work went into this. This is a long time coming. And this could be also the journey of life, his whole life journey. His emotional journey. I wore many hats. This is my story. And King of Spades is ruthless. He cuts off the head. Or this could be like, let's not do this. Let's not do this. We might end up having to ask the sticks here. 33. Yes. So this is the seminal event. This is a turning point for Harry's life. So this could say, yes, he wants to kill the book. Okay, but he took $20 million and he already spent it. And they owed Sunshine Sachs, I forget how much, a lot of money at $200 million or something. And then they didn't pay them for 6 months. And then the moment they paid them, Sunshine Sachs dumped them. So they're broke. How do you have so much money but you're still broke? I make a lot less money, but I'm not broke. Because I'm not an idiot. Okay, I'm also not the United States spending trillions of dollars I don't have. Who does that? Brandon. Why would you do that? Okay, and this is not okay. So does this say, it's a lot of work, it's his life story, and it's an emotional life story, and he wants to cut it? Or he's being very ruthless. All the people, this is his foundation, how he came up. Lovers. Close associations. People who love him. And then this whole line is very dark. Coffin. And this mirrors this. I think he wants to kill the book. I really do. It's purely selfish. People and events. Incubus, succubus. It's selfish. His motivations are selfish. They're to help him. And his fears are that it won't be received well. And the outcome is this becomes his story. This is the narrative. And this is why Meghan is always spouting her narrative of how she's abused and she's a victim and it's racism, because you keep saying that and it becomes the foundation of, that's how people see you. That becomes your foundation and it changes your life. So the outcome is of this book, if it publishes, this becomes how people think of Harry. He's not happy-go-lucky Harry. He's not naked billiards Harry. He's not even the idiot who wore a Nazi uniform to Halloween. He's that guy. He's the guy that he represents himself in that book. I need to ask the sticks. We need to ask the sticks here. Yes, no, yes, no. And I am working on making some sticks for you guys to buy. Okay, does Harry want to kill the book? Yes, he wants to kill the book. No, he just wants to modify it. Yes, he wants to kill the book. No, he wants to modify it. Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for me a sinner, now and at the hour of my death. Yes, he wants to kill it. No, he just wants to modify it. Does he want to kill the book? Oh, that's a very clear yes. I hope you can see it. Yes, he wants to kill this book because he feels it's too dangerous for him. Just the timing is all wrong. And, gosh golly gee willikers, is the publisher going to allow them to push it later? But he wants to kill this book. He wants to kill it. He wants to put it in the coffin. Okay, and that mirrors this. It's a lot of work. It's an emotional narrative. Kill it. Kill it. It's bad. And he's worried that people are not going to like it, and he can never take it back. So yeah, he wants to kill this book. He wants to kill this memoir because he's definitely getting cold feet, having second thoughts. You should have had those second thoughts before, I don't know, maybe before you got married. You should really think through these things. You should be really careful. But people are innocent and they don't know how wily other people can be. So let's ask, okay, will the publisher allow the book to be killed? Will the publisher, how far along? I don't know. I don't even know what to ask. Will the publisher allow the book to be killed? Best interest of everybody. Found it. Yes. Blocked. Maybe. The way I would envision that is Harry would have to pay back the 20 mil. They're not going to just give up the 20 mil and get nothing out of it. He's going to have to give back the 20 mil. Okay, and he doesn't have it, and he's going to have to get that from Charles. But Charles might say, wow, that's a good deal for me. I'm happy to give you $20 million, and you shut your mouth, and here you sign this, and you don't say anything about me ever again, good or bad, you or your stinky wife, who just never shuts up, okay? Because you're making a career out of smearing my name, and goodness gracious, I have real secrets. I don't need some petulant teenagers going around, 40-year-old teenagers going around yakking and trying to ruin my reputation. Nobody needs that. So, would the publisher allow the book to be killed? The foundation is what's everybody's best interest. Yeah, they would. 10, 14. And this is a money card. 4 diamonds is a big money card. So you got to pay them back. 14. You got to give them back the money. But yes, they would. Okay, they will be willing to kill the book if you give them back the money. 5 spades, 6 hearts, a blockage from in the karmic relationship. So Harry's having trouble with his family. Imagine that. 3 spades, constant trouble with the family. The man is very emotionally, the cup overflows. This could be kind of like a craziness card, kind of like he's his emotions are controlling him more than he's in control of his emotions. 23, 26 plus 11, 36, 37. 10 hearts again, 10 hearts, very emotional. So they would be amenable to killing the book. The publisher would be amenable to killing the book. Let's look at Harry and Meghan. Is Meghan pushing Harry? Because she's ruthless, man. You better tell everyone that you're dating me when really nobody should know. You better tell everyone you're dating me or I'm going to break up with you. Wow. Talk about only benefiting Meghan and really not benefiting Harry. And then the statement they put out, it's like Meghan wrote the statement. I'll bet you anything Meghan wrote the statement because it sounds like a child. It sounds like an idiot child wrote that statement. And that's how Meghan writes. Like someone she's college educated, but for goodness sake, she doesn't sound college educated. The way she writes is just so nonsense. So is Meghan pushing Harry to finish this, to publish it? Meghan, Harry, because all the ducks are in a row. Everything's been approved. They just need to print it. It's kind of late in the game. Meghan. Harry. Big change. This will bring a big change in the family. Big change probably you'll lose your titles. We'll look at that. Is Meghan pushing Harry to finish this? Talking and doing constantly and specific instances. 6, 7, 3 hearts. 3, 3, 3. Threes are building actions. Yes. Come on. Yes. She's constantly nagging him. She's constantly talking about it. She won't shut up. Shut up, woman. Okay, so this is 12 and 11, 23. 6 clubs. He realizes this is the end of him in the royal family. So transformation of the family and the end. And an end for him. Transformation of his place in the family and an ending and family again. So, and this is what I want to see. I want to see Harry recognizing the magnitude of his actions. Whether right or wrong, this is it. Okay, if he publishes this book, I really think they're going to take his titles away and say, we're done with you, Harry. You're not even royal anymore. So you can yammer like this because the public has had enough. It's not working in their favor. And that's very important. These are PR people. And if the public is really on Harry's side and the monarchy is about to, everybody's calling for republic, republic, republic. And Charles is like up there saying, let them eat cake, and they're just like storming the palace and peeing in the palace swimming pool. I mean, it's London. I don't know if they have a palace swimming pool. But I mean, they just did this in Sri Lanka because the idiots went woke. Go woke, all your people starve to death. Okay, and go woke, all the people in Europe are about to freeze to death this winter. Get woke, freeze to death. Okay, or just simply have societal collapse, which that's the next thing on the menu. If they don't turn around, which that is what's happening. You're having societal collapse. You're building. Anyway, so he recognizes that this will be the end. She is really pushing him. That's going to be the end for him. And he recognizes this. So let's ask if Charles is he's waiting because look at how they handled the bullying. Look at how they handled it. They're like, no, we're not going to publish the bullying report, which makes them look like they took the higher ground. And then this book comes out and it's got everything in it. Okay, but they didn't say it. The Charles and the royals didn't say it. This guy, Valentine Lowe, said it, but they probably fed him all the information. We're going to look at that. So is Charles considering revoking the titles of Harry and Meghan and the little ones, which are how do you know how do you know they're actually real people and not, Hollywood stand-ins? How do you know they're from Meghan's body, which they're definitely not from Meghan's body, which disqualifies them to be in the line of succession, or, all this disqualification. This is a good, easy way to deal with it. You don't have to get into the weeds there. We're just slimming down the monarchy, and yeah, you're out. That's a really good way. And timing is everything. Charles is winning. The royals are winning. People love Will and Kate. The royals are winning, and that is the key point we need to realize. So is Charles considering revoking Harry and Meghan after this book? Oh, there it is. 10 spades, baby. I have no idea what the stuff on the bottom says. But right on the surface, let's make sure you can see it. Okay, right on the surface, all the people devastating to the future. This 10 is an end. 1 is a beginning, 5 is change, 10 is an end, right? So this is the end of this forward motion in front of the people. So 1323, yeah, he's going to kick him out of the family. You're basically, your prince, we're going to revoke your prince title. You're basically nobody. You're just Harry, and you're just Meghan. And all those titles you love so much, Duchess, nope, you're not Duchess anymore. And your kids, nope, none of that. And none of this IPP status, none of it. It's all gone. Okay, so, yeah, they're waiting for this memoir to come out. And if it comes out, and I think he's going to cut him off. I think he's completely done. What's underneath? I have no idea what this means. The king is saying sweet words and virtue signaling, very emotional. Officially, this is a key official events, because of emotions will run very high, and the crown will take they'll always say the right thing, but it's an iron fist and a velvet glove. So they're gonna do everything right, just the way they do it. And I really admire, especially the Queen. I hope Charles can rule as amazingly as the Queen, because wow. I mean, I'm a chess player, and the way that the Queen played chess was just incredible. The way they do things, they never rush. It always looks like they're taking the higher ground, but when they act, there's no messing around. And that's what they're doing. So it's going to look really beautiful. It's going to be so polished and spit shined, and everybody's going to be like nodding their heads like, yeah, exactly. You have to do that. You're so right to do this. He's going to cut him off. Okay, he's going to cut him off when in the fullness of time. If that memoir is published, he's going to cut him off. So, is the palace behind this Valentine Lowe book? Because if it walks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, if it flaps its wings like a duck, if it eats those breadcrumbs out of your hand, it might be the palace behind this book. So, let's look. Is the palace behind this book? Let's look at the palace and the Valentine Lowe book, Courtiers. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Palace and the book Courtiers. The palace, secretly. The king secretly, very active. The Valentine Lowe book, Courtiers. Oh, yeah. Constantly giving information, like sending owls, like Harry Potter. Butterflies fly, like constantly sending little tidbits, juicy little, oh, that's so tasty. Constantly. What do we have over here? Secretly, this is the palace. Secretly, the king was very involved in this book, 12 and 1325. And the path was just wide open. Hey, Valentine, just call us anytime. Why don't you come over for tea? We're having tea 3 times today, and we're just going to dump information on you. Anything you want to know, we're just going to tell you. So, yes, they are absolutely behind it. What do we have here? messages. Ace of Clubs is also a book. It's a document. The Mother Earth Foundation, revealing the foundation in this book. So this book is founded 14, 4 diamonds. It's very solidly founded on the stuff that is directly from the palace. So there's a direct line from the palace to this guy, Valentine Lowe, and he was constantly little tidbits, constantly. And that's how you learn things. That's how you get into things. It doesn't come all at once. It's step by step, and then you process it and you learn it and you write it down and you work with it. You massage the dough, and then you go deeper and deeper. And that's what happened. It was a long process, and the palace was involved the entire time. And that's the big question. So here's another big question. And this is the age we live in, is video footage, are we going to get the amazing gift of video footage surfacing of Meghan, literally like screaming at somebody, throwing tea at them, an audio recording of, because like that aide, the palace aide, and I feel like it's a woman, that's my intuition, that palace aide who was called every 10 minutes on a Friday evening, they're supposed to be off for the weekend, and Harry and Meghan are on the phone yelling at her over and over, and you just can't get away from them. Like, wow, talk about ruining your weekend. I mean, my goodness. That person, man or woman, could have recorded it. They're on a phone. Okay, they're on a phone. This is why the cops always come to see you in person, so that you're not recording them. That's why they don't call you on the phone. That's why they call you into their office and they take your phone, because they don't want you recording them. So very easily a recording could come out, of for instance, that, and they're highlighting that instant. Harry and Meghan were calling me every 10 minutes, screaming at me during my time off. How could you do this? What were you thinking? So is video footage going to come out of Meghan literally, both video, audio, we love that stuff. This is the age of the internet. You have to see it, you have to feel it, you have to smell it, you have to touch it. That's the age we live in. It's got to be, especially video. We love video. That's hard to get. But definitely get some audio on that, baby. So what do we have here? Strength, solid foundation in the relationships, and everybody's best interest. 7 and 11, 18 on an ongoing basis. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? I'm not sure what that is saying. Okay, so right on the surface, we have a very solid foundation for this happening. Okay, and if it's the palace, they're always going to look like gold. They're always, Meghan's always claiming to be the victim, but the palace actually pulls it off. Like, what are you doing? You made little Charlotte cry? Wow. I mean, I don't think anybody believes Meghan is the victim in that. What do we have here? Reacting in love, the cross, the permanent foundation, underlying sweet little niblets. So under the surface, there is some stuff underneath. There's some stuff. So what this is saying to me is they're not planning to release it yet. It's here. They have it. They have some audio, they have some video, but they're always taking the high road, and they're not going to release it yet. Because when you say bad things about other people, it often bounces back on the person who says it. The palace is very aware of this. So you're throwing mud at people, and this is what's happening to Harry and Meghan. They're constantly throwing mud at the royals, and what's happening is they're getting muddy. And the royals are still looking clean. And that's what's happening. In the palace, even though they have this evidence and they can reveal it, they want to take the high road. Okay, when the bullying stuff came out, they didn't say it. Valentine Lowe said it. And I confirmed right here that The palace, it's all from the palace. But they didn't say it. Why? Because they don't want that mud to get on them. Okay, and Valentine Lowe, he's going to make $1 million selling this book. So he's happy to do it. So I think they have it. They have this evidence. They have audio. They have video. They can release it if they need to, but they're going to just hang on to it. They're going to hang on to it for now, and they're not going to release it yet. All right, so what do we have? Harry does want to kill this memoir. He does realize that this is the end for him. There's nothing else. This is the end. It's not too late. The book publisher will agree to not publish this memoir if they get their money back and maybe a little extra. And maybe some of the profits that they would have made from this. Harry and Meghan, Meghan is constantly nagging him to finish this memoir because as sad as this is, a narcissist destroys their victim. That's what they do. So I think she's not going to stop until she completely destroys him and then discards him, and he's going to be wandering around checking in trash cans. And I had a guy just a few minutes ago checking in the big trash cans. I was talking to my neighbor. Love my neighbor. He's a great guy. Really old. That's so relative. He's like 75, but he's like super fit. And he's always working on things and building things, and he's always giving me stuff to help me build stuff with. He's awesome. So, because I'm constantly building stuff, and you can see a little paint on my fingernail there. What was I saying? So she's constantly on him, and she's not going to stop. So is Charles considering revoking the titles if this goes south? Absolutely. That's going to be the end. That's going to be the end. So if here's my prediction. If Harry publishes this memoir, that's the end, baby. You're out. You're not going to be a prince anymore, and Meghan's not going to be a princess. You overplayed your hand. Okay, that's my prediction. Is the palace behind this book? Absolutely. And they do have, it can get as real as you want it to be, baby. They've got audio and video. It can get real. It can get a whole lot more real than this. And you're going to have to defend this, Harry and Meghan. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.